The government has made a lot of changes regarding the tax filing or under the Income Tax Act. Now there are two regimes. One is the old tax regime and another one is the new tax regime. Now one of the exemptions, that is the LTA or the leave travel allowance exemption, which was earlier claimed regularly by taxpayers in their returns. Now this particular LTA exemption, is it available under these regimes? How to claim this LTA exemption? This is what we're going to see in this particular video. So watch till the end and try and understand what is this LTA exemption, whether it is available under the old tax regime. If yes, then what are the documentations that would be required for that purpose? And is it also available under the new tax regime? Are there any changes that have been made to the claim of this LTA? You will come to know when you watch this particular video till the end. So we would be understanding the LTA exemption under the old tax regime as well as the new tax regime. Now, so what is this LTA exemption? Now, as the name suggests, it is basically a leave travel allowance. This leave travel allowance is allowed for the purpose of your visits to either your hometown or anywhere like travel in India. Now you would say, okay, fine, then I'll go for a Goa trip with my friends. Is leave travel allowance exempted, or is it like what I can claim? So you'll get the answer when you watch this entire video. What we need to understand about this leave travel allowance is that this can be claimed uh, twice in the block of 4 years time duration. So within 4 years time duration, it would be like two returns that you can claim the exemption of leave travel allowance. So then what is the current block of 4 years? It starts from the day of 1st January 22 and ends on the 31st of December 25. So these are the 4 years in which you can actually claim your leave travel allowance twice. So what do you mean by twice? That means if suppose I have claimed the leave travel allowance in 22, now I may choose to claim it in 23 and not claim it in 24 and 25, right? Or it could be the other side. If I don't claim in 22, I may claim in 23 or I may claim in 24, but I don't claim in 25. So any 2 years you can claim this particular LTA as exemption. It's not that you don't get leave travel allowance every year. You will get leave travel allowance from the company if it's in your salary structure. But the claim, that is the exemption that you get from as a deduction from your income in your income tax return, will happen only twice in this block of 4 years. Got it? Now, what do you do if you don't claim? 4 साल में कहीं गए नहीं घूमने के लिए. So then what to do? So then does this entire benefit of leave travel allowance vanish? It doesn't give you any benefit. That means you are allowed to claim na, for 2 years. Now, what if I didn't claim? Then there is an option. The government says that, okay, if you haven't claimed in the block of at 4 years time, you didn't claim twice, then one of this claim can be carried forward to the next block. That means in the next block of 4 years, you can claim it thrice. This is the benefit if you don't claim it in the earlier 4 years. Now, what are the rules to claim this LTA exemption? Now, first important rule that we have is LTA should be a part of your salary. तो सैलरी का जो स्ट्रक्चर है उसी स्ट्रक्चर में जैसे कि हाउस रेंट अलाउंस है, लीव ट्रैवल अलाउंस है, compensations are there, or any kind of reimbursement allowance is there, uniform allowance, whatever. So you have different allowances, dearness allowance as one of the case. So all these allowances are basically very clearly bifurcated in your salary structure. Now, when this salary structure is planned, does this include your leave travel allowance or not? This is important. So when LTA is included in your salary, only then can you claim the benefit of leave travel allowance deduction. If it is not in your salary structure, you cannot claim LTA. Second important rule. Now I told you na कि vacation पे जाना है. तो vacation, if I plan, okay, tomorrow I'll go to Mauritius, I'll go to Vietnam, and then no, this is not allowed. Only to your hometown, which is within India, and or any other places which you want to just travel to within India, not outside India. So no international trips can be permitted under this leave travel allowance. Third important rule that we have is that expense bills need to be submitted. You have to maintain all the expenditure bills for the purpose of leave travel allowance. Another important thing is this expenditure should be with respect to specified family members only. So the rule says that you cannot go with friends. As I told you, Goa trip pe jana hai, friends ke sath jana hai. So we just backpack and we go somewhere and then claim these bills in the leave travel allowance. No, you're not allowed. There are specific category of family members only who come under the leave travel allowance exemption. This list you can check online if you want. What is the list of the relatives? I'm not putting it down here. Now, another important rule that we have to claim is cost of travel for specific family members, and at the same time you need to understand that this covers only the mode of travel. So family members ki baat hogi. Now comes the mode of travel. So it would be air, train, bus, whatever. So mode of transportation only is covered. Say they're in a lavish resort, you have the food bills, food expenses there. So all this is not covered. What is covered? Only your travel expenditures. So leave travel allowance is specifically aimed to for the mode of transportation. So you can have it by air, by railway, or road. Right? Road also in the listed type of vehicles only you can travel. So these bills related to the travel, the transportation of the passengers only need to be furnished to your company, and then they will actually allow you to claim that in the exemption, by which you can save on the income tax, right? So these are the five main rules for the purpose of leave travel allowance. Now comes the big question: is leave travel allowance exempted under the old or the new regime? So available under which regime, that we need to understand. Is it covered under old regime? Yes, this is covered only under the old regime. That means the but obvious answer is that it is not covered in the new regime. So if you are having a salary structure, the cost to company and your other, you can say, the breakup of your salary consists of leave travel allowance, but it is under, you're falling in the new tax regime, or you have opted in for the new tax regime, then you cannot claim leave travel allowance exemption. You can get LTA, no doubt, but you don't get the benefit under the Income Tax Act for leave travel allowance exemption. So hope these things make it clear about how LTA can be claimed. What are the, the benefits under the old regime, in block of which years you can take the benefit, how to actually, furnish the details to the company, and so on. So if you find if you find this information useful, do share it with other people also. And at the same time, if you haven't joined the journey of Commerce GYAN, do subscribe to this channel so as to understand any changes, any things which are connected to legal things, also about commerce, any changes that are happening around you, and investment options, and so on. We will be discussing this on Commerce GYAN. So hope to see you in the next video of Commerce GYAN. Thank you.